boots hit the pavement, baseline booming, no room for the basement. Chain swing heavy, neck in engagement, crowd too lit, chaos in arrangement.
Bass so thick, rattle in the spine, trap beats hit, sharper than a spine. Every word raw, cooked in the grind. This my zone, my moment, my time.
Wrist iced out, colder than a freezer, flow so slick, dripping Mona Lisa. Snakes in the grass, call me the weeder. Lyrics cut deep, sharper than a cleaver. Hear the roar, engines never stalling. Rooftop vibes, skyscraper ballin'. No sleep nights, dreams keep calling. Heavy bass hit,
Like a boulder falling. Bass so thick, rattle in the spine, trap beats.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Nspstv Paranormal Podcast After Dark. How everybody doing today? I hope all the babies are in bed. It is 10 o'clock Central Standard Time here in Texas. And what time is it over there in Irene?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
1 o'clock in the PM over there in the great country of Japan. Hey, you know, there's a lot of things going on about disclosures, the government, and things like that. So we're going to not talk about paranormal tonight. We're going to talk about UFOs. There's a lot of things going on about UFOs, UAPs, whatever you call them. We're going to try to get to some of the basic questions of ufology, because I like to call it ufology, because that's people that study UFOs. Irene, what do you think about UFOs?
I mean, every time there's an earthquake, major earthquake here, everyone's looking not down below what damage. Everyone's looking at the sky because the UFOs like to come hovering in the air after an earthquake here, and it's really weird because they're all near the nuclear power plants.
Yeah, it seems like, you know what? Your country ain't the only one that's actually seen that. There's been some UFO activities around nuclear facilities here in the States also. If I can remember, there was one incident, where was that? I want to say in Virginia, where a UFO hovered over a power plant for like 20 minutes. Mass sighting.
But that's weird. Why would they come after the earthquake, right?
I don't know. Maybe because they are connected to the earth, maybe?
It's not the little ones, it's the big ones. It's the big nasty ones. That
It's always the big ones.
Yeah, it's always after a big one.
I'm thinking maybe it has some, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, and that's one question that nobody has ever answered. And anybody who's into ufology, I always ask, and I never get any answers from anybody, and nobody knows why. We don't know why.
I think a lot of people can't answer that question.
Yeah.
UFOs and earthquakes.
Yeah, it's really freaky because as far as what we're concerned, I think a lot of technology that we have here are not from this planet, right? And how would they know how to make certain things? How would they know how to make an ear? How would they know how to make intestines? How would they know how to make certain things? And how would they know how to make laser surgery? Because I remember our country was the first country that came up with laser surgery. And how would they know what to do? Like, really? Like, yeah. And, the only thing that's really weird is when you go to the doctor when you need surgery, all they say, "Oh, we're gonna be using a laser scalpel." So you have to remove any gold that you have on your body, no earrings, no nothing, because it's gonna melt it. And they go, okay. So yeah, it's really weird because it's normal, and they don't take extra money off of it either. They don't charge an arm and leg for it. It's like a regular surgery thing here.
Ah, that's amazing. Laser surgery just came that we know of. It's probably been going on for years, but
Yeah,
as far as the
yeah,
public, it's probably that's something new.
yeah.
Uh, it's like,
It,
yeah,
yeah.
that's something.
It's really weird, and some of the technology here, they don't they don't share the wealth.
Yeah,
They don't
I
share.
agree with that.
I That's why. Why don't they? Is it because that uh people it's not acceptable, or people or doctors would rather do it the old way instead of doing the new way?
But let's think about it. Some of the surgeries that they do the new way, they wouldn't be able to do the old way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they'll tell you you got to chalk this up. Like when they
Yeah,
had my surgery, all that is pressurized water.
yeah,
How
yeah,
is pressurized water used for surgery? I've never even heard of that before.
yeah,
So
yeah,
all
yeah,
this new technology is coming out of it. It's amazing.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it's really it makes you wonder. It really does.
yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah,
Why do
yeah,
animals sense a disaster before it happens? You know, I
yeah.
always say animals, Brenda, are way
Yeah.
more keen than we could ever be.
Oh
Their
yeah.
sense of well-being, their sense, it's in their genetics. I mean, it's
Yeah.
in their. It's like birds. Birds can sense an earthquake
Yeah.
before anybody.
And they
They can sense
skedaddle out of there too before you do. They go, huh? You'll be saying what? And they'll be going zoom right.
yeah. I mean, it's like you're sitting in the forest and you don't hear or see anything,
Mm-hmm.
but you get that feeling that something's watching you. Nature
Mm-hmm.
knows what's going on, but
Mm-hmm.
nature feels like, wait a minute, this thing shouldn't be here, so we're gonna
No.
shut everything down.
Yeah. No.
They're gonna shut everything down and
Mm.
have to figure that on its own. You know, so it's one of those things where nature, man, you can't mess with it. You know,
No.
the next question is, do you believe in alien life? Tell me a situation or tell me the reason why you don't believe in alien life.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, our universe is so vast and so
Yeah.
large.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you think there's something else out here
Yeah.
that's possibly much older than where we are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because I think humans, we're not that old
No. No.
compared to what's going on in the universe right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
We are not that old. People said that we evolved. This is a theory. You know, some people believe that we evolved from primates.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Anunnaki put DNA in us to make us who we are today.
Mm-hmm.
And some people still believe that we came up out of the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so I kind of believe the Anunnaki way.
Mm-hmm.
I, you know, things happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, it's just one of those. I don't. That is a tough question right there because I do believe in it. There's too much evidence. The government knows. Everybody knows. I think
Mm-hmm.
every government on the planet knows that we're being visited by other people. By other
Of
people.
course. Of course. If you don't think that, then you're on the wrong planet.
Yeah. You know, and the craziest thing is we call other people from other countries aliens. Well, aliens need to go back to their country. So what do we call aliens that come from another planet?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. You're gonna send them back to their own country. Ha 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 ha.
you know what's going on in the universe, what's going on this planet is very significant. It's ain't nothing compared to what's going on out there in the universe right now.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely. Yep.
You really don't know.
No.
Okay. Aliens may be a form of angels. Interesting. Is that possible?
Well, if you
Nate?
look up the book of Enoch, okay, they talk about alien. They talk about angels being so-called aliens coming down to Earth, having sex with a human, and creating a hybrid. And that's how we evolved.
And what about the Native Americans?
Yeah,
You
because
know,
they believed in aliens too, right?
oh,
They also worshipped um beings from the sky. Yeah.
yeah, I got you on that. I understand that, Brenda. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't think I know that we're not the only ones, and I know we evolved from something else. Now, I don't
Yep.
want to get into religion or all that
No.
stuff, but the
No.
book of Enoch, what was the reason why the individual that wrote the Bible, why did they leave parts of the book of Enoch out of the Bible if they wasn't trying to hide something?
Because they didn't want everyone to know about it or
No.
something.
Now, the biggest controversy is because I hear this all the time. I hear
Mm-hmm.
this all the time. Well, Enoch went he went with God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, God left and they went up to the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
He went with God.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has more technology than what he had is considered a god back then
Mm-hmm.
because that's what they were. He went
Yeah.
to the heavens, he went into spaceship.
Yeah.
So the biggest question is, how can he be gone for so long?
Yeah.
So long. I think he was gone for like 20 years. Come back not aged at all.
Yeah.
Did not age at all.
Mm-hmm.
Came back the way that he left.
Mm-hmm.
How is this
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah. That's really weird.
How is this possible?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and another thing is, okay, there were things we're not supposed to know, but it may have been the organized religion who chose to keep it out, but they reference it. That might be true, but
Mm-hmm.
if they're gonna reference angels, they didn't reference aliens. I mean, they reference aliens as angels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why not just tell the truth? I mean, because at the end of the day, the truth is what sets you free.
Yeah.
If they would have told us back then what we were going to find out,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Nope. Yeah.
We wouldn't be having this discussion right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm blaming religion on this because religion is the key to all of this. Because
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
aliens was to go land on the White House lawn and say, "Hey, I created you," can you imagine what the world's religions would do?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. But there's another weird thing, okay? Because I hate to say this, but
Say it. We're after
the
dark.
re- the religion that whew, It's a big mouse, okay? The Shinto religion, okay, came from outer space. The princess and the prince loved each other. They came and they said to the person, human, create this shrine. So they did it. And most of the shrines, the Shinto shrines that we have, are on a mountain and they look like a darn step pyramid, right? How
Hmm.
did they get those big, huge logs from trees up the mountain?
They didn't.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
think no man did. And it's,
Yeah,
and Brenda, as far as that is a very big rabbit hole,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so, and I'm being honest with you, I don't mind going down that rabbit hole
No,
because,
yeah,
like I always tell people, I want to know.
yeah.
I think everybody,
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right?
right? And to me, I want to know. I'm a human being. I got
Yeah,
a mind on my own, and I think I can handle any situation that's thrown at me. I'm a big
yeah,
boy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If an alien wants to come knock on my door and say, "Hey, Terry, how you doing, buddy? I'm the one that evolved you, your ancestors. How do
yeah,
you feel about that?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
"Well, shit, you made me the man that I am today. I
yeah,
appreciate it."
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Uh, but moving
I
on.
think I
Go ahead.
think there's more technology from aliens in this country than there is anywhere else. I hate to say this, but it's true.
Well,
Uh,
can you imagine? Can you imagine? They've been covering this stuff up for over 100 years. So
oh
can
yeah.
you imagine what they know now?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Back to, I mean, you gotta realize this has been going on way before 47, way
Yep.
before Roswell.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I don't
Yeah.
know if they're ever going to disclose everything the day of this coming.
Nah. Yeah. I think it's more open here that they could talk about it than there. I think I think people are afraid to talk about it where you are than where we are. Um, I don't know. I don't know why, because it may be a taboo thing. It's just really weird, right?
Hmm.
It's funny because we can't talk about paranormal here, but we can talk about aliens here.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. You know,
That
it,
doesn't make sense.
you're right, Brian. I'm gonna have to look this guy Timothy up.
Hmm.
He studies aliens and the Book of Enoch, but the guy that I'm really thrilled about is Bill Carson. Bill Carson, I
Hmm.
think, is one of the leading members of the study of the Book of Enoch. He's got so much to say,
Hmm.
and a lot of people are just now opening up their ears and their eyes to him
Hmm.
to see what he has to say about this whole situation.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, there's one interesting program on History Channel. It's the Ancient Aliens TV program. Man, I thought but I didn't know anything until I watched that. And it opened up my eyes and I thought, wow, okay. That's interesting. you know, it's just really okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. You know what? And I know everything in Ancient Aliens is scripted. I look at Ancient Aliens just like Ghost
Hmm.
Hunters, Ghost Adventures, and all those other people that are out there that wants to be able to attract a certain audience. So can I hold them accountable for some of the things that they say? Yes.
Hmm.
But I can also discredit some of the things that they say also.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
But
saying? So
I think they're putting it on a level so people can understand it. The regular Joe Blow can understand it, because I think it's the most difficult subject to talk about, and it's not for everybody, right? It
right?
isn't really, it's it's the hardest, the most difficult subject to even talk about in any platform. I think, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think,
think
and not everybody would be open to even listening to it and understanding it and really open up their ears and just open up their head to even listen to even little bits of it, right? Yeah.
but you know what? 30 years ago, 30 maybe I'll say about 40 years ago, a lot of people
Mhm.
really weren't interested in
No,
UFOs.
no, no.
You know, a lot of people there. I mean, there were some conspiracy theorists out there, but
Hmm.
it's not as many as it is now.
No, yeah,
You know, it's for the simple fact that people are listening, they are watching, they are
yeah.
understanding. You know, and
Hmm.
I think people have a way of understanding things
Hmm.
uh, compared to what was going on so many years ago.
Hmm.
But we also have to understand is the more that we are open to things,
Hmm.
the more they're willing to hide things.
Hmm.
If
Yeah.
that makes sense to you, the more wisdom
Yeah,
they got.
I think it's more of the country. Different countries are more open than others. Um, I know in America they want to hide everything.
Oh, yeah, because they think we're not educated enough or not
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
enough to handle the truth.
mhm, yeah. And I think the more you hide, the more people are gonna ask questions, and the more you ask questions, the more they're gonna say, "Oh, be quiet. Yeah, you don't know nothing. Oh, it's not for you to. It's not for you to know. Like, yeah, it's only on a need to know basis. Like for me to know, for you to find out, right? Yeah.
Right. And you know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you, like I always tell people,
Hmm.
you ever watch Men in Black?
Yeah.
And some of the quotes that they be saying on the Men in
Mm,
Black is amazing.
mm,
When him and
yeah.
Will Smith were sitting on that bench and he asked him, is it worth it? And he said,
Yeah.
yeah, worth it if you're smart enough. Then he
Yeah.
asked,
Yeah.
can people handle it, the truth?
Yeah.
And he said, can people handle it? Hell no. But a person
Nope.
can.
Nope. Nope.
People can't. But a
Nope.
person can.
Yeah. 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 And I think uh, mostly I blame the government for hiding things because people should be able to find out and judge for themselves, right?
I
And
think, I think that if the government ever disclose the truth,
hmm
I think the government would lose. They will lose their credibility.
yeah,
They
yeah,
will lose
yeah,
everything.
yeah, and nobody would trust them anymore.
Yeah. Governments will
People,
crumble.
yeah,
Religions will fall.
yeah,
And sounds like it's right out of a movie, but pretty much that's what it is.
yeah,
You know, a lot of people ask me, "Do you think the government has ever covered up UFOs?" Of course,
yeah. Of
of course,
course.
definitely.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
here is a great, great question. Feel like the government thinks they will lose control of the narrative. And what is the narrative, Brenda? Answer that question. What
yeah,
is the true narrative
yeah,
of the governments of the world?
yeah,
What is the one thing that controls the government?
yeah.
If you lose that one thing that controls the government, Everything else will trickle down the line.
Yeah.
Religion controls the government.
Oh yeah.
Government controls the people.
Yeah.
If
They
you lose
only
that, you lose everything.
they tell you what you should know, and the rest they won't tell you.
No.
What you need to know, and that's it.
And I've heard that many times. It's only
Yep.
on need to know basis.
Yep. Yep.
And and what's so crazy about it, people think that the world leaders are the ones that's running the show. No. The
Mm-mm.
government, the president is not even the middleman in all this. There are so
No.
many different levels above him. It's
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Who is the man at the top? Who is the one that's controlling everything?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Certain religious leaders are
Yep.
sitting at the top controlling
Yep.
everything.
Yep. 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 And including NASA, and space agencies, and things like that. I bet they know a hell of a lot more than what we know, and I bet they're hiding a hell of a lot more than what they want to let go of and what they
Yeah,
want people to know. Right?
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And
Yep.
I've been thinking, I've been trying to figure this out. When the Russians put Sputnik into space, of course, I wasn't even born when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
When the Russians put Sputnik into space,
Mm-hmm.
it was such a morale booster for the Russians. They accomplished something that we haven't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, American morale was down because of what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the biggest morale booster that can, that can get that boost up the morale of the American people? Well, the
Mm-hmm.
United States government or NASA decides, hey, conspiracy theorists here, hey, we're going to go to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go to the moon.
Yep.
But they also have to understand is the reason why they choose to go to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, people think they just went to the moon to get rocks. No, that it was, people think that they went to the moon to get rocks. That's what they collected. No, they went to the moon to actually have a meeting
Yep.
with somebody.
Yep.
And if you pay attention to the landing,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of off. It's like they turned the channel.
Mm-hmm.
They turned the channel to another station. Then it came back all of a sudden
Yep.
after they turned that channel. 38 minutes, if I'm right, is missing from
Mm-hmm.
that whole conversation.
Yep.
What
Yep.
was on those? What did they not want us to hear on
Yep.
those minutes that they were on the moon, allegedly on the moon anyway? 'Cause I don't think they went. I think all that was propaganda.
Yep.
I think they staged it in Hollywood because
Mm-hmm.
there's too much evidence there from where they allegedly staged it, and
Mm-hmm.
and did it like that.
Yep.
But that's a conspiracy theory right there.
Yep.
And they went to the moon many more times after that,
Yep. Yep.
allegedly.
Yep.
And so they said the Russians went to the moon. Why would the Russians go to the moon?
Yeah.
The Russians went to the moon
Mm-hmm.
because they got the same signal
Mm-hmm.
the Americans did because whoever's on the moon sent the Russians to the biggest powers on the planet. Where at the time it was USSR
Mm-hmm.
and it was NATO.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Any of these other countries didn't matter.
Yep.
So they sent the signal to Russia. They sent the signal to United States, NATO.
Yep.
They both went.
Yeah.
They both lost time.
Yep.
So who were they up there speaking to
Yeah.
that they had to turn that dial off so they can communicate? They turned that dial to another channel.
Mm-hmm. But
Interesting.
it's funny. It's funny. It's funny because now Japan wants to go to the moon, so they're developing their own whoopie doopie space rocket to go to the moon. But NASA says no. But I think they're still gonna do it.
But they have the right to, because they have the right to know.
Yeah.
I think every country has the right to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And if you don't, something wrong.
it's really weird, right? Because
You have to know.
yeah.
Do not leave your head in the sand, whatever you
No.
do.
No. And you know what? I'm wondering because Japan's always developing new satellites, right? I'm wondering what the heck are they developing? Because Panasonic and Hitachi are always developing new, you know, uh, engineering new things, and
And
I'm wondering what the heck are they doing? What are they shooting up in the? Yeah, like
you
huh?
know what?
Like
I'll be honest with you. Japan makes some of the best of everything.
yeah, I know.
The best cars. I can drive a Honda
Hmm.
forever.
Yeah, it's
Japanese
just
car.
really weird because some of the technology they have scares the shit out of me, right? Because I don't know. Yeah, right. And what are they developing now? Because they're always in secret developing stuff, right? And the engineers are always doing something with technology and with satellites and with their computer chip, right? Yeah. What are
But
they
I,
doing?
but name a country who's not doing that.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
know.
the reason why. That's the reason why United States are at war. That's why they're at war with Iran, because they don't want Iran to develop nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would they feel if the roles was reversed?
Yeah.
Let's try the reverse psychology for a minute.
Yeah.
If Iran was attacking the United States because they don't want the United States to develop weapons of mass destruction to
Yeah.
use on a different country, in which they did.
Yeah.
Wow.
But but then you see then you got Pakistan who has nuclear weapons, right? And
So
you have
why,
India who has nuclear
so
weapons,
why
right?
come they're not attacking Pakistan and India?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they're saying Japan, but Japan doesn't want nukes. Okay, we know the fallout of what happened. We refuse. We don't want it. And people are saying on Facebook, there's a discussion on Facebook about Japan and about their weapons and what they want. I don't know, like, because the majority of people say no, we don't want nukes, and they got nuclear submarines. American have nuclear submarines, and yeah, they're patrolling the Japan Sea. But you know what? I don't think this country wants nukes. And as far as the people are concerned, no, nope, no thanks.
What can I mean? Is a nuke gonna deter another country from attacking you? If they
Yeah,
want to attack, they're gonna attack.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that.
No, no.
It's just
And
like if an outside force wants to attack this world, they're gonna do that.
yeah, it, they
For the
they
simple
don't
fact
care.
is,
They don't care what weapons you have. They don't
no,
care what weapons they have. No.
because we know that whoever's visiting us is probably thousands of years more advanced than we are.
Yeah,
So bring on your little nuclear weapon, fire it
yeah,
at us. We
yeah,
just gonna shoot it down
yeah,
and
yeah,
make you look like an ass.
yeah, yeah. Because the technology that's out today far is far advanced than a nuclear uh nuclear bomb. Let's put it that
And
way.
and I'm gonna be okay. This is what really interested me. In Egypt, apparently there was a big war back there. Thousands. I think if Bill Carson was correct, like 450,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if they had nuclear weapons back then, the only way we knew that it was a nuclear weapon because they turned the sand to glass. The only
Yeah.
thing that does that is a certain type. If is heat, it's got to be something heat that is so hot that it
Yeah.
turns the sand to glass.
Yeah.
And the bodies, there are still bodies that nobody will even go near.
Mm-hmm.
That their children are covered up like this
Yeah. Yeah.
and their eyes were blooded red, and all that is radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they had a war with nuclear weapons millions and millions of years ago. Can
Yeah.
you imagine what the technology they have now if they had nuclear weapons back then?
Ah, right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's just it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable.
You
It's
know,
unthinkable.
it's unthinkable. And I don't even want to talk. I don't want to get into the
No.
medical aspect of it because
No.
over the years, I've seen this play AIDS. You're dying from AIDS. Now you're living a healthy life with AIDS. Where did that technology, where did that
Mhm.
come from?
No. I don't get it. You know, the only thing that I think is really weird is when I had my children, right? I had two C-sections, but you know what? They only opened me up this much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And that's
that's no
and
bigger
you
than
know
the
what?
scar I have on my stomach.
You get in America, you get like they're whacked open like that. They don't do that. They only open you up this much here, and it's really weird. And then where did they learn that from?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's there's a lot of things that we cannot explain.
No, and it's really weird because I tell you, either the Japanese katana sword, right? They said the way that they made it was from an alien technology taught the humans how to make this sword.
You know, that sword that sword has been around for thousands of years.
I know, I know.
And from what I know is whoever mastered it made it so where
Hmm.
it would never go dull.
No, no.
So can
Eh,
you imagine the heat that it took from that for somebody to make a sword like that?
yeah, yeah. And how would like that's what they. I mean, in any history book, they will tell you that the ancient aliens came to Japan, taught them how to make a Japanese katana sword.
I can see
Wow. Wow, right?
you know.
Wow.
But I think aliens went to every continent and
Yep.
left their
Yep.
mark, no matter what.
Yep.
How is there Egyptian hieroglyphs in the Grand Canyon?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
How is there Egyptian hieroglyphs in the South America?
But you know what? I'm thinking that some countries have have not okay, when the aliens taught them, I think they disappeared at that time. Like from the Inca, they say they came from the stars, okay? But then when that afterwards, when they disappeared or something went boom back to the stars, the technology disappeared afterwards, right? So it didn't evolve afterwards. I think some countries kept it and used it, and some countries it died. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That that they don't evolve by using that technology that was given to them, and they decide to go back for because there was something happened, or there's a war, or or there's a confrontation that happened that made them go back, or not to show the technology to the people who indigenous live there.
Hmm. Yeah.
So it doesn't get passed on to generations. That's what I'm trying to I think. And, and yeah, I think there was a lot of lessons that were taught by the elders, or by the elders who learned that from the aliens, that didn't get passed on to the people who were indigenous to there, and so it just kind of like disappeared.
Yeah. I don't know. It's getting
Which
interesting.
like we just said, because I think evolution has a way of I don't know, m- making it easier, making it prosperous. I don't know, making it easier for man. You know what I'm talking about, right? Making life easier for you, for me, for everyone else who's living in there,
Right.
so they would be able to use the technology, and they would be able to make it better, or they would be able to learn. And when it died off, something happened.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't
And
know.
I think that's sad. I think that's sad, because there was a lot of information, there was a lot of knowledge that died off with it.
Well, maybe they thought we wasn't ready. Maybe it's the same way they think we're not ready now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
But
Brenda, the Watchers are the ones that had sex, that made it with the humans
yeah,
and made the giants.
yeah, yeah,
Now, these giants that these Watchers made it with, they raised all kind of hell on the earth.
yeah, yeah.
And that's where, once again, Noah, Enoch's grandson,
Mhm.
build, allegedly build uh, the boat. Now, the
Noah's Ark.
biggest
Noah's
Noah's
Ark, right?
Ark. The biggest question is, how did they manage to take every animal two by two,
Mhm.
male and female, and put them on that ark?
Yeah.
I don't think it happened like that.
But
I think
they found the Noah's Ark in Turkey.
I think it was a database. I think DNA. The only way they could have done that is DNA.
Hmm.
Take
Yeah,
aliens did the DNA
yeah,
before Noah. The flood came. They took DNA
yeah, yeah.
because I can.
It's funny, because there's a new blood type. There's a blood type that's so rare, okay, that nobody else has it. Okay, I'm AB positive. Okay, my friend is AB negative. Okay, and that's pretty rare. But there's another blood type that's rarer than that, more rare than that. And where does that come from?
Uh,
You see, because I mean, it was just on Facebook the other day that there's another blood type um that's so rare that not everybody has that, right? And it's just kind of weird, right? Because it's it's so rare that there's only a few people who have that blood type, and they don't know where it came from.
interesting.
Yeah.
If they don't,
Because
somebody knows something.
yeah, because you know what? I have AB positive. My daughter, my eldest, and my husband. So there's four of us, right, in this household that has that blood type. But that's so weird because four of us have the same one. But there's another type that's more rare than that, more rare than AB negative, which they say that came from aliens.
You know what? I wouldn't put nothing past it.
Uh huh.
Because
You see. And then when I was going to high school, we were able to give blood as long as we, at 17 years old, as long as we had a letter from our parents saying we're allowed to do that, and Red Cross came. It was so weird because I was the only one who had AB positive out of the whole school, and then my friend was the only person who had AB negative out of the whole school, and we were the only two people there. Like I said, oh my god, like really, really, yeah. And it was so weird because nobody else had it. Everyone had A and A blood type and O blood type and yeah and B and it's just like. Really? Yeah, really. Like we're the only ones. Yeah, we're the only ones. Oh shit! Like that's what we said. And and yeah, and the one that's extremely rare was not in the whole school, and that was so funny because there's another blood type that's so damn rare that they don't know. They have a name for it, but I don't know the name for it that they have. But yeah, there's one. They have a particular name that has it, but it's so strange.
well, I got G negative blood type. I got blood type. I got weird blood type.
You're B neg
G
G. What?
G. I'm G negative.
Wow. God darn it! God darn it!
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, but
You
it,
definitely be. But you know
but
what? Uh, it's weird because I sit back and I watch a lot of things,
mhm,
and I see people. I see people. I see through people, and I and I evaluate. And people don't think. People don't look in the mirror and see today's. They don't see today the resemblance between what these aliens look like and what some of these people are looking today.
mhm,
I seen a little boy. I ain't gonna mention his name. Every time I see him, he has the eyes, the small eyes, but the big eyeballs. And every time I see him, I call him a little alien because that's what he looks like.
mhm,
And and I'm like, oh my God, dude, these people are looking, and there's so many people out there that look like these aliens, and
mhm,
I can't help but wonder is some of their DNA. Of course, some of that DNA is compatible with theirs,
mhm.
but why do they look so much alike?
Yeah,
It is crazy,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I'm like, oh my God, dude. I mean, you look like somebody I've seen before.
yeah.
But it's the opportunity is there. I just wish that people would understand that the book of Enoch
Mhm,
was was in existence long before
mhm.
any religious faith that is out there
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Christians,
yeah,
Catholics,
yeah,
Methodists,
yeah,
Baptists,
yeah,
Muslims, Hindus,
yeah,
all that wasn't even a thought of
yeah.
when the book of Enoch was written. And
Okay, I got another question for you, Terry. Okay, Devil's Triangle,
which one?
both.
The Bermuda Triangle or the devil or the triangle in Alaska.
Well, they got one here too.
They're all over the place.
Yep. Uh, People say that they take you to a different dimension. Um, just the other day there was a commercial airplane that disappeared a long time ago that just landed at the airport the other day.
Interesting.
Yeah. Would they be flying in a place over a certain sky that made them disappear and they came back again? How'd they do that? Why? Yeah, weird, right? Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Does that not sound so far fetched like an alien abduction to you?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Missing time.
Yeah.
What is the first key to an alien abduction?
Yeah.
Missing time.
And plus the apparently that the um what do you call um the thing that goes north, south, east, and west, the
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. In fact, it goes spinning. It spins around, and you
Mhm.
can't figure out
A
what
compass.
direction you're in.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
compass.
your compass goes absolutely squirrely, so they don't know where you are, and that's the first thing that happens. And yeah, and when you're in that area of the Devil's Triangle or the
Mhm.
Bermuda Triangle, right? Yeah,
Right. But here's the thing.
yeah,
What is the first signs of an abduction? What is the first thing that you notice? The first thing you see is a bright light.
yeah, yeah,
The first and mass abductions like that. What is the
yeah,
best way to do a mass abduction? You hijack an airplane,
yeah, 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 yeah,
or or you go through, or you in the triangle and you go through a portal with the
mm,
ship.
yeah,
Mass abductions.
yeah,
That's what I think they are basically. Mass
yeah,
abductions.
yeah,
Once they do with the experiment, and I think it's up to them if they want to come back or they can stay.
yeah.
Some of them some of them choose to stay. Some of them
Mhm.
choose. They say it's better over there than it is here. So why come
Yeah,
back to this when you
yeah,
got good life over there?
yeah. There's another thing that there are ghost ships that are floating in the water over northern Japan that
Hmm.
come up empty. There's no there's no captain's log, there's no nothing. It's just an empty shell vessel.
Let me
Does the
ask you.
police have does the police have to they bring it aboard, they bring it onto land, and then they have to find out what the hell happened. They still don't know what the hell happened. Do you think they're gonna tell us what the hell happened? No.
No, no. But once again, that's a mass abduction.
Yep.
When you get
Yep.
abducted in a car, are they going to take the car or are they going to leave the car and take you?
Yep.
So
Apparently they
why
took
would they
people.
take the boat? They just going to take the people and leave the boat.
Yep. Yep. And you know what? They studied it. There was nothing there. There wasn't even uh, uh, a way to steer the boat. It was just empty.
It was just empty.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, if I
No
wanted to
rudder,
go,
no nothing. No rudder, no nothing. No nothing. It's just a wooden boat with nothing in it.
I mean, that's what I would do if I was, if I would, you know what, if I was harvesting DNA
Hmm.
and I was trying to repopulate
Hmm.
my planet,
Yeah.
I would go to another planet,
Hmm.
kidnap all the men
Hmm.
and women,
Hmm.
mate with
Yeah. Yeah.
certain, and produce hybrid children.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Can it get any simpler than that?
No.
No, no.
That's
And and,
that
and,
was
from, what, and from what I was told, It don't even take sex for the men
No,
or the aliens to take the semen from the men. All
no,
it is an injection.
yeah. And from what I heard, if remember the old couple, she was Caucasian and her husband was black, and
Yeah,
they were driving home and they got abducted and she was pregnant, and when they were taking to the spaceship, but when they came back she wasn't pregnant anymore.
Benny, is that Benny and Barney Hill?
Yeah. And then what they did was, she remembers what she said, they put something in her belly button and they took the fetus.
And I'm gonna tell you, the same thing that she saw, I saw the same thing as hours length. The same tool I saw when I was having my procedure.
Yeah.
Hey, that thing that I had going inside me
hmm
was probably no bigger than this.
Damn.
Very painful,
hmm Yeah.
you know, very painful. So it's possible
Yeah.
on both ends from the men aspect. See, the only reason they're going to take Barney is for his semen and his DNA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's easy. It's easy to inject semen into a woman to have a hybrid
hmm
than because the woman don't have anything. They are the
Yeah.
carriers,
Yeah.
but they need us to inject all that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty easy.
And how would they extract a fetus from a woman's butt? I think she was 8 months pregnant too, I think, if I remember.
You
How
know
would
what?
they remove a fetus from the belly button of a woman when we don't even know that technology yet? We don't even have that
And I don't
technology.
even, and personally, I don't even think you can do it.
No, but they did
Not,
it. They did
not,
it.
not. I mean, not unless they cut a slit. I mean, I couldn't tell you, or unless they took. Well, she might have been. You said she was 8 months pregnant,
Yeah.
but the only way I can see her taking that fetus out if it was small enough to where they can take it out, put it
hmm
in the incubator, and let it grow like that.
Yeah.
Which I've seen them do it. Hell, the government is doing it now.
Yeah. But that's really weird, right? And that was a long time ago. So that technology was there a long time ago before.
Yeah, I
I
think that.
think that was in the 60s, right? When
No,
it
I
happened.
think Benny and Barney Hill. I think that was the first alien abduction. I think that happened in the 50s.
Yeah. And you see. And that, if that was done in the 50s, we weren't even there. We didn't even have, yeah, like, yeah, we didn't have half the technology that they had, right?
Nope. And what's really crazy is, can you imagine what the technology is now? I
Yeah.
mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They say that these people, well, the Anunnaki came from the Buru. They
Yeah.
apparently they were the first ones here,
Yeah.
but the Greys allegedly came after the Anunnaki left,
hmm Yeah.
and but so there's a big time difference between the two,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But the difference is the Greys they stayed, and
Mhm.
they've been hiding in plain sight for
Are
thousands.
they in the ocean? Are they in the mountains? That's a big question, because a lot of times, people see uh alien ships coming out of the mountains or coming out of the water.
Yeah, and I allegedly there was a fleet of ships coming into a runway in Utah. So there's something in Utah an
Hmm.
underground base. The
Yeah.
ground opened up.
Yeah.
Every ship looped around, and they zoop, 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 zoop. They flew in one by one, landed on the runway, and it closed back up.
Yeah.
You could never tell what's down there.
Nope.
So
Nope.
can you imagine the people, the G's, when they would took when they brought these planes were coming in so fast. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
they were was coming in so fast
Mm-hmm.
that they had to wear some kind of protection suit to stop them from, blowing up because they went in fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The other day when I was I was talking to my friend. You know who I'm talking about. Um, I was sitting here talking to my friend, and all of a sudden I hear a whole bunch of military helicopters in the air. And I go, "That's weird." It was about 8 o'clock at night, and all the international flights fly in and fly out at five p.m. And it was later than that. I said, "What the heck is that?" And I told my friend, that's weird because there's a whole bunch of military helicopters in the air, and they're flying around, flying around, flying around. And I opened up the curtains and looked outside. I said, "What the heck is that?" And it was so weird because it was like they were in a triangle, right? They were flying in a triangle, and then one went poof like that. And how in the hell did he do that? Like,
Mhm,
and it wasn't another helicopter because helicopter has particular lights, and commercial airplanes have particular lights. You can see the lights on the wings, you can see the lights on the tail, right? And so,
mhm,
and you can see the lights on the body. And it wasn't that. I'm thinking, what the hell is that? Like, I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and there's a whole bunch of military helicopters in the air hovering over in the sky, and they were flying pretty low, so you could see the lights that they had, and it was really weird. And the craft was a triangle craft, right? And they said, but I said, that don't look like a regular commercial airplane because all commercial airplanes leave this country at 5 o'clock in the evening because they all fly at night, so they all arrive the next morning in either America or other countries, right? And it wasn't that. I said, "What the heck is that?" And it was so weird how they flew, and they didn't fly like this. They went in a loopy loop, and they hovered so still, like, wow. And I said, and I looked at the helicopter. No, that's not a helicopter because the American because they have they have a naval base here in Japan, and they have a American base too here in Japan. So I know it wasn't, and I know it was different. So yeah, it was so friggin' weird, and it was in October. I remember,
mhm.
but that
Yeah,
was the most weirdest. Oh, and I never saw anything afterwards after that.
you gotta be. The thing about today is you gotta be observant. You gotta observe. You got to watch things.
Yeah.
And I see myself when I'm on the road, and I see, especially if I'm on a 4 or 2 lane highway, and I see dirt roads that lead off to nowhere.
Mhm.
You can't help but think, where in the hell is that? Is that dirt road leading into a mountain?
Yeah.
Where is these dirt roads going to?
Yeah.
There's so many possibilities on things that we're passing. We don't even know they're there, but they're there.
Yeah.
We
Another
don't
thing
even
we're gonna
know.
are portals part of where aliens can come in and out as well as spirits?
Do what?
Do portals also have where aliens can come in and out as well as spirits?
To be honest with you, I don't see the correlation between the two.
But can they be using portals to come in and out also? Can aliens
I
can
think
have their own portals? Maybe.
they might. It's a
Yeah.
possibility. I mean, you got to look at their technology.
Hmm.
their technology is 200, maybe 300 years, 400 or 500 years above us. So the
Hmm.
possibility they might have been able to make something like that.
It's like a Stargate, right?
Yeah, like a Stargate.
Yeah.
Who ever thought that today I'm sitting on a computer talking to somebody halfway across the world?
Yeah. Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah. It's just something. Hmm, it's just something that when you ask one question, it makes another question on top of the question. So the question becomes a question, and the other question becomes a question from the other question, right?
This is a never end. Like Brenda said, it's a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
circles,
Mm-hmm.
just keep falling, and I
Yeah.
don't think it ever stops.
No. 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 No.
And yeah, and if they ever was to disclose everything, do you actually think the questions will stop there?
No.
No.
No. Because it'll make more questions.
Yes, it will just constantly questions on top of questions, and you got questions on top of that question. It's like a little kid in a toy store.
Mhm. Like, ooh.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's like a kid with a curious mind. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna want to ask, Daddy, why this? Daddy, why that? This, that? Look, Pop, why this happening? Daddy, Daddy, how do I meet this? Daddy, how? It's so many questions
Yeah. Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
enough answers.
No. I think there's more questions out there than answers. I think I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know
But
either.
there's a lot of weird stuff around here. There's a lot. There's in fact there's a rock that is that is midair between the two slopes of a mountain. There's a rock that hangs midair, and there's no bottom part. There's no top of it, and there's no way that it could hang midair, and nobody knows why.
Right? Right?
And stuff like that. Yeah. Like why? And who created it? And why is it there? And why did they do this? What was the meaning of it, right? Yeah, that's interesting. And you know what? There's another thing that I'm trying to think about. Some um some really high uh priestess and priests who died, and in their chamber is around the body of Mercury,
Hmm.
right? Why Mercury? Mercury is very toxic, right? You can't touch a
Yeah,
damn thing. But why Mercury?
exactly. I don't know. That's a good question.
And there's another one too that my mother told me. There is an ancient burial site where my mother's ancestors are buried. It looks like a keyhole, okay? And the historical society um wants to dig it up, and the family says no. Why are they hiding there too?
Hmm. I don't
Hmm?
know. There's a
Because my mother said that the oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of words in this. Right now my mind is going blank. Archaeologist wants to dig it up. The family says no. Why are they hiding? Why aren't they letting them even look at the site? They don't even want them to go on and it's in the middle. It's the surrounding is all water, right?
right.
It's all surrounding all water, and the land is right smack in the middle of it. They don't want them to They don't want the archaeologists to go in there and do the site.
Hmm.
Why are they hiding?
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
really weird.
somebody who should be there ain't it's not there.
Yeah, and that's really weird, right?
Yeah, that would be weird. If that's the case, where is the person that's supposed to be there? Where are they at?
Yeah, yeah. That's and because the archaeologists have been hounding my mother's family for a long time, wanting to go and dig up the site, and they won't give them permission to dig it up, and I'm asking, why, what, and what's under there that they don't want them to dig up.
Don't you got a say in that?
No,
Why? You're the daughter.
I know, but I know, but they don't want them to. They don't want them to fund. It's with all the kings and queens and people like that a long time ago were buried there, and the all the royal lineage was buried there, and uh they don't want them to. Don't want them to get up. It was from way back when, like the 1800s back then.
Hmm. Yes, there's something fishy going on with that because
Mm-mm.
you know what? To save faith, I wouldn't allow it to be dug up. I would say no to
Yeah,
because
that's
what's
true
done
too.
is done.
But I'm wondering, what are they hiding that they don't want people to know?
Good question. I only thing I can say is somebody is not where they should be.
I know, and something's buried there that they don't want people to know.
They don't want people to know.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's also the part of other historical sites where the government will not give them permission to dig it out, archaeologists to dig it out, because obviously they're hiding something, right?
Yeah.
What are they hiding? Why? What are they afraid of?
All right, Brenda, you have yourself a good night. I'll see you Sunday evening.
So isn't that really weird?
Right, right, right. Mm.
It's just
Oh, wait a minute.
that's
I thought, yeah, Joe, I thought you had a podcast tonight. And you had a podcast and an investigation?
but some of the freaky things that are going on, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Brenda, you better come with your A game because I'm going to ask you 1,000,001 questions Sunday.
Yikes! Be careful. Just
Yeah.
warning you ahead of time. I'm a putty cat. He's a lion. He'll bite. Not me.
So, hey, I'm going to throw some outside of the box questions for you. So, I hope you're ready.
Now be nice.
Oh, well, darn. Hey, you know what? I got a podcast tomorrow night too. I hope it ain't on the same channel.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I got uh Beyond Logic. I got Beyond Logic with Tiffany.
Mm.
She'll be interested person. Yikes! Yeah, I know. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, did you know they developed a hydrogen? Toyota developed a hydrogen engine for cars now.
Really? So everything's gonna be run on water?
Yep. And it's they don't because they can't trust batteries because batteries blow up and they have a lot of problems with batteries, right?
But yeah, but they said Nikola Tesla invented something that back in the early 1900s or
Yeah.
1800s, and they took it and destroyed it because the gas company couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
You know how much money the gas company would lose if
Yeah.
Nikola Tesla would was to bring out his water motive vehicle,
Yeah. Yeah.
his
So
engine.
yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that's a what? That is a changer right there.
Yeah. So now Toyota's going to be developing it further. So they're going to be creating more hydrogen engines for cars now.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
I'm good for that. I'm good for that because these gas prices are outside the box. This
Yeah.
asshole we got in this asshole that we got in office is fucking with my pockets
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
by
And
starting this damn war.
it's funny because we have uh we have an engine here, okay, that preserves gasoline so it doesn't take too much to a gallon, okay? Where did that technology come from? Hmm? Yeah.
I don't know, but if I can get a car that does 100 miles a gallon, boy, hell, I'll take it. I'll go buy it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really weird what they're coming up now, right? Because they're saying battery cars are too. You see, this country gets really hot. I think, I think in Texas it gets really hot, and in really cold countries the battery won't work, right? So they're testing out different ways to make an engine that won't need batteries anymore because if the weather's too hot, of course, look at what happened to to the Tesla cars, right? It got too hot and they blew up or they caught on fire. So they're saying that it's that no, this is not good anymore. So they're looking to other means of creating an engine that runs on hydrogen or runs on other means instead of gasoline or
What is
instead of
the one?
batteries.
What is the one thing that we got an abundance of?
Water.
Water.
Yeah.
Why not use it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm wondering, where in the hell did that technology come from?
Well, Nikola Tesla had it invented back long time ago. It's just
Yeah.
that they didn't want to put it out.
But you see, they said Nikola Tesla also talked to aliens too.
Well, they said that he had a way to communicate with them, but
Yeah. And
there's
then
always that possibility.
when he died, they confiscated all his notes.
And who did that?
Government.
Uh-uh. The church.
Mm,
The church is the government,
yeah.
basically. There's
Yeah.
no ifs and buts about it. So
And,
yeah. But hey, this is NSPS TV Paranormal After Dark, man. We are way past our time. We're going on an hour and 18 minutes, but we normally just do this for an hour. The conversation has been great with me and my co-host here. So
mm-hmm,
hey, thank you guys, all you guys in the comments, man,
mm-hmm,
for Brenda and Joe and a couple of other people that
mm-hmm,
stayed up late to hang out with us. We got
yeah.
a paranormal triage Sunday, so we're going to see Brenda Ryan again
Mm-hmm.
in person Sunday. So I guess she just came on the show just to see a little bit on what we talked about. So hey, I
We dive
appreciate
into
it.
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, you know us. But
Yeah.
hey, guys, appreciate your time. Irene, don't leave. I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
But and I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, peace, guys.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.